Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. So today's gonna be another vlog. Yesterday's kind of ended off on a not so good. I don't know. I was just in a really bad spot yesterday, like mentally. So I feel a little better today. My chest isn't tight, so that's awesome. It's not because of the you know what, but just like anxiety and stuff. It's like so today is the day I'm going to launch the face masks. And first, I just went to the post office and I dropped off about, I think, 6 packages, which I think that's the most that I've had so far. One of them was, or most of them were orders. One of them was, I sent some masks to my great grandma and great aunt. So right now I'm going to edit the previous vlog and get that up because I filmed a little video talking about my masks that I'm going to put on like Facebook and I think Instagram. I'm not sure how to do stuff on Instagram yet, like videos. So I don't know how long that it can be, but I'll have to look into that and see. And then I have a few masks made, but I think I'm going to make a few more in like a different print, and that way I'll have them up. I was going to just do like a random print, like grab bag, whatever you get's what you get, but I think I'm going to just have the prints on there because I don't want to deal with people like, you know, not liking the print they got or whatever. So that's about all I'm going to do today, just the masks mainly. And I got my budget done for the week, and I also do need to schedule my Instagram posts for the week, which actually I think I might not, because I think each post is going to be about the masks. Like I'm going to post each day with the ones that are available, so I'll have to think about that. And went to the post office today, and I usually just drop the stuff in the you know, drive-by bin thing, and I was like, I don't know if this is all going to fit because it had a lot. And I went in there, and it was like, this post office is really small, and there's maybe like 8 or 10 parking spots, and they were all full, and I've never seen it full. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would have to go in there because people are definitely not going to be social distancing in there because it is tiny. Luckily they all fit. I got there a little bit early. Usually if I get there around 2, but if I get there around 4 or like closer to 5, the bins are pretty full. So I'm glad to not have to go in. And I did bring my little mask just in case. So I showed this in that video. I guess check out my Facebook if you want to see it, but I found this Care Bear fabric that my grandma gave me like a couple months ago. She was like, here, I have all this fabric, and you know, do whatever you want with it. So I was just kind of leaving it there. Just, you know, I didn't know really what to do with it. I didn't have time, but it's coming in handy. I've used like almost half of it, like cut it up to make masks with. So that really helped. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to put makeup on today or not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I put on some yesterday, like just from here up, so I could take a selfie with the mask on. But it is Monday, and I think 10 maybe is out of reception now. So if you're not following along, my fiance is in basic training. He left, I think, this past Thursday. He got there this past Thursday, and he gave me like the schedule thing of like the first 4 days, and I think that was all like getting the uniforms and the shots and doing like physical and like dental checkup and that kind of stuff. So I think he's like into big boy stuff now, like actually training. So I am looking forward to letters and stuff. And it was weird like not being able to just message him, but you know, that's fine. He's doing something good, focusing on his career, and I'm focusing on mine, so it'll all work out. Anyways, that's what I'm doing right now, and I don't know, I want to make at least 5 or 10 more masks. I'll start with 5. I feel like, because I did 5 yesterday, and I feel like 5 is a good number for me to do at one time, because if I can get into like 10 and 20, and my focus goes somewhere else. So I think 5 at once is good, and then if I have time, I can make more. I did order some more elastic from an Etsy shop, but it's coming from China, so I don't know how fast it's going to get here. But probably, I say by the time that I'm ready for it, it'll be here. It's just a lot faster to make them with elastic than it is to make the tie things. Which the ones that I am donating are going to have the ties because it's more comfortable to wear for a long time. But as your average person who's not in healthcare that's wearing a mask is not going to wear it for more than like an hour or so anyways, just to go to the grocery store or whatever. Alright, today is Tuesday, and I didn't vlog much yesterday because I was kind of busy. So after I filmed, I finished quite a few of the masks, and I also got them listed on my website, quiltforstitchery.com. So if you want to check that out, they should be available, at least some, by the time that I'm uploading this. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just listing the ones that I have made, and then, you know, once I sell out, then that's it. Or if I have more of the same fabric, then I'll, you know, just like put that I have more of a quantity of them. And I sold quite a few, and I was like, why is everybody picking this like expensive shipping option? So usually, especially when I do like on stuff on Etsy, there's two options, or mostly two options, like the main ones. There's one that's called first class with the USPS. That's, I've never shipped anything first class over like $4. So it's pretty inexpensive, especially for the masks that only weigh like an ounce. It's maybe two something. And I was like, why is everybody picking that? Because, or why is everybody not picking that? Because everybody else was like paying $7 for priority shipping. And I was like, why are you? I mean, it's people that like live kind of in the same area as me, so it's not like it's gonna get there any faster. So I was like, what the heck? And then I posted, I was like, can somebody send me a screenshot of, or my personal Facebook, like, can somebody send me a screenshot of what's happening? And I was like, this is weird, because I tried to like go through the checkout myself, and then I would like exit it out right before, you know, I actually purchased, but it wouldn't let me because I signed in with my own PayPal account, and it won't, like, it was like, no, you can't pay yourself. So I couldn't see it. So and then somebody that bought from me before was like, yeah, there was only one option. I was going to say something, but I just thought that was how it was. So I think I went in and fixed it though, because there's an option for like first class mail and then first class package. And I guess when I was setting it up, I unchecked first class package, and it was only first class mail because I thought it was the same thing. But apparently it is not. So now you can pick a first class, like first class shipping for that, and it should be fairly inexpensive, not like $7, which is crazy. But I've got one Etsy order I have to make actually, and then I'm going to ship out. I have like 7 orders of masks, which was pretty awesome. I sold out of 2 of the 4 prints that I was offering, so I'm going to ship all of those and then make some more. I do need to film a video today. I think talking about my 1 month in small business, so I will probably do that after I ship the orders, just so I can, you know, get those out quickly. So I just got done going to the post office and eating lunch, and making room for this tripod. But it is super hot here today. It's like 75, which is not really that hot, but the highest temperature that I've noticed recently. So I dropped all those masks off at the post office, and I have 7 more to make, because I had ordered people like that I know personally that have asked me for some, and so I'm making them, and then probably just make the masks. And I filmed 2 videos right before I went to the post office. I put makeup on, and then I was like, oh, I have time to film those, and then I sat down, and then it was like too close to time that I needed to leave the post office before the last collection. So Wednesday, and I didn't get much done yesterday because I had so many custom orders. So I decided to stop accepting custom orders of the face masks because it got way out of hand. Like, I have like almost 10, I think, today that people are like picking up or whatever. So I just decided to stop taking custom orders because, well, like I said on my website that I'm not accepting them, but it's like there's people that I know. So I was like, okay, I'll try whatever. So yeah, not taking any custom orders. People are messaging me like, oh, do you have any other prints? Blah blah. I'm like, yes and no. So gotta finish making those today. I'm like halfway done with them, and I'm gonna go to the post office. I'm just gonna go to the post office that's farther away because that's where my PO box is, and I'm gonna see if I have a letter from 10. I don't think I will because it's he's not really been there for a week yet, so maybe not, but I'll check anyways, and see if I have any actually like mail in there. It's usually for somebody else that had my box number a long time ago. So my sewing machine keeps messing up, so I've been having to fix it. Sometimes like turning it off and back on works. I don't know why that would work with the sewing machine, but this one's kind of fancy, I guess. It'll automatically, there's a button you can push and it'll cut the thread for you instead of you having to like pull it out and cut it with scissors, and that keeps messing up. It'll like eat the thread down inside of it, and I can't get the fabric off of it, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I've been trying to remember, because it's kind of like a habit at this point to just push the button. Now I'm trying to remember to pull it out and cut the thread instead of having to do it automatically. That way it doesn't get stuck. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I took it out. I took it totally apart, like at least the bottom, like where the bobbin goes. I don't know if you know anything about sewing, but I cleaned all that out because it had so much like lint and little pieces of fiber from fabric in the thread. Cleaned all that out with a little old eyeshadow brush and put it back together. It seemed to be fine, and then it just started eating itself, so I don't know. I'm just going to do everything I can to not make it do that. At least it stopped thumping, though. That's a plus. It's going to be really hot here today, like in the mid-70s. So I'm thinking about cleaning out my car because it is awful. Like it's making it worse that I haven't been driving it. Like in the past month, I've driven maybe like 20 miles. So I need to get that cleaned out and get all the trash. And then I have like old clothes. You know how you clean out your clothes or something, or some kind of household items, and you like have every intention of donating them or like trying to sell them or something. So I've had this pile of clothes in my trunk for 3 years. Because when I lived in Maryland in 2017, I'm pretty sure, because I'm horrible all the time, but I tried to take the clothes to Plato's Closet, and they wouldn't accept it, so I just left it in my car, and it's been in there forever. And I had this hoodie that I actually was donating, that I actually used, that was black, and it's been in there for so long, it's sun bleached. So actually, when 10 graduates from basic training, I was going to drive to Oklahoma, which my parents vetoed, but I was researching and seeing how I could turn my car just very temporarily into like a little sleeper thing. And apparently my model of car, you can take the back part of the back seat out, and it is pretty much flat. Because I folded it down before, but there's a big hump where the seat is, so I figured out how you can turn it flat, but my parents were like, no, you're not driving 15 or 16 hours or whatever that is by yourself and sleeping in your car. So, which I thought it was a good idea. I'd save money on a hotel, and a flight and all that. But still no word on that elastic or the fabric that I ordered. I ordered a whole bolt of this plain color, like a natural color fabric from Joann Plus, which is like their wholesale. And I have no word on that shipping or anything being processed. And I did get the paper clips that I needed, but I ordered, it was only a couple of days ago though, so I'll give them like another few days, on Etsy, some more elastic. So I have enough for a little while, but not for very long. Oh, it's like it's about to rain. I've got to go out to town about 4, so hopefully it's not raining by then. But I better stop talking and get a move on finishing those masks. People are going crazy for them, like I imagined, so it's getting kind of crazy. That's why I had to stop taking custom orders, and like catch up, because a lot of the prints two of the 4 that I had on my website have sold out. So I'm trying to restock those, but then I can't restock them because people keep asking me for different ones. So I'm just gonna stop that, and then I also have to make the ones that I'm donating, because I'm donating one for everyone that I sell. But I'm gonna get through it. It'll be fine. Just, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm not used to this kind of sewing. It's pretty, like, I don't say complicated, but it's more steps than I'm used to, because like all my cotton stuff, like my cloth wipes and all that, is like one step, cut it and sew it. But these, they're like, cut it out, iron it, sew it, iron it, sew it, iron, sew, and it's a lot of steps for just one little thing. So, but I'm figuring it out, and I did want to be working on, because I have craft shows coming up, and I'm not able to replenish my stock right now of, the stuff that I normally sell, because I'm making the masks. So I'm kind of worried that hopefully this slows down and people are staying inside and it's not spreading, so that we don't need these masks for much longer. But also, if you have one, I would probably keep it, like at least the reusable ones, not the disposable ones, because they're expecting there to be like a resurge in the fall time, just because of it, like people kind of once they relax their guard and like stop, taking all the precautions they are now, it's going to come back a little bit. So they're projecting the fall to kind of like the curve is going to go down and then up a little bit and fall, not as bad as it was before, but so if you have a cloth mask, I'd keep it until like at least the winter. I can usually balance my phone on my steering wheel, but it's not doing it today for some reason. But I'm in the Dave & Buster's parking lot meeting somebody that's going to pick up some masks because I don't really know them and I don't want to give my address. Usually people I know, I just kind of give my address and put the stuff in the mailbox, but yeah, I'm not going to do that if I don't know them. And there's literally nobody in this parking lot except there's 3 cars over there. I'm not going to put them on film because they're sunbathing. It's like 3 girls that are socially distancing, of course, but they're sunbathing in the Dave & Buster's. Like, there's a little grassy area in front of it. I thought that was interesting. But I'll give this guy a few more minutes, because I feel like weird and like a cop's gonna come and be like, what are you doing? Usually, like, this is on a really busy road, and normally this time of day, if I was to try to drive over here, I would be like pulling my hair out because it's so congested. But there was nobody, and gas is $1.36. I kind of need some, but I also I don't know, because I'm not driving anywhere really, so I'm just going to get a full tank of gas and I'm going to use, because gas does go bad if you don't use it, but I mean, if you're starting your car every now and then it should be fine. I was telling somebody that I know that I made some masks for, they were like, or I said, I'll put it in my mailbox, and then I was like, oh, my neighbors probably think I'm running like a drug operation. And like, nope, it's just face mask. I mean, basically that's not illegal, but that's basically how it's working right now. I'm selling them as fast as I can make them, so I really need to clean out my car though. That's probably my next project when I get back. I need to put sunscreen on though, because it is bright, and I'm gonna fry soon. I'm getting notifications because my aunt set up my grandma to do this like with one of those texting apps. So she has a Kindle, but they don't have like cell signal at their house, so there's no point in like getting her a cell phone or anything so she can text. But she has a Kindle that she reads books on, and she got her this like texting app thing, and then now like people are calling me on that texting app, and I don't know who. I think people are just typing in random numbers, and it's just annoying. And I blocked like every single one of them, and they'll call like 7 times. I don't know if people are able to like see my information, like or at least my email or my username or something. I don't know. At least it doesn't have my like real phone number, because that would be really annoying. Haven't gotten, knock on wood, I haven't gotten that many messages or like spam calls or whatever. With my old phone number, I had a problem with people being like, or this one lady that lived in the town that I used to live in, I don't know, something, they kept putting my phone number for like their kids' school stuff, and my plug just fell out. And I kept like the schools like from where I grew up, because that's where my phone number came from. They kept calling me and they're like, oh, why is it so and so in school? I'm like, I don't know, ask his mom, that's not me. So, and it was like the same lady, because I recognized the same name over and over again. I'd get phone calls from the post office saying that she had mail, or like just random people calling and being like, hey, so and so there. I'm like, no, tell her to get her own phone number. So I went to this other post office, and they have a drop thing inside. My mind is blown right now. I usually put my packages in the thing outside, and sometimes they don't fit because they're too big, because they're the ones outside are meant for letters. But like if you go inside the post office, like if it's after hours, they have a like a big drop thing like that would fit a bigger package. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't know that before, but that's like changed my life.